What is up, LA Live Gang? This is your boy AC, and we're back for the very first. Let me see what they call this shit. The very first NBA playoffs play-in game. My very first NBA playoffs game, first pregame show, whatever you gonna call this shit. I don't know. This is the first one ever. This is the first time Lakers ever been in one. If you don't know now, you know the Lakers are not officially in the playoffs yet. They're in the playing game tonight at Staples Center. They're going to take on the NBA scoring champion this year, former world champion Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors. I repeat, the Lakers take on LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Lakers. They're going to take on Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and the Golden State Warriors in the NBA play-in game. Um, the winner of this game gets the number 7 playoff seed and will face the Phoenix Suns. The loser of this game will play the winner of the Memphis Grizzlies and the San Antonio Spurs. And the winner of that game will be rewarded the 8th seed, and they will play the Utah Jazz in the first round. So that's pretty much the scenario. That's all the scenarios, all the possible scenarios that we could have as far as this playoff situation is concerned. Um, and so yeah, so basically the purpose of these playing games is to determine the number 7 and 8 seed, and of course we know the NBA started this last season for a lot of different reasons, but I believe the primary reason for them starting these playing games is to have teams, stop tanking. The NBA does not like tanking for Lord, better draft picks. And you guys know how things usually used to go. Once the teams were out of it or whatever, they would stop playing their good players or trade away the good players or whatever, in the effort to get a better draft pick. And it just kind of made for a lot of crappy basketball for towards the end of the season. So I guess they figure if you have instead of two teams vying for that final uh playoff position, that if you have four teams basically vying for those final two spots up to the last day of the season, that those I guess would be at least two less teams that would you know try to tank and get the better draft pick. So like I said, Lakers versus Warriors tonight. LeBron versus Steph Curry. And I had a thought, guys, yesterday. Matter of fact, shit, I had a dream. And this is most definitely not what I want to happen. But I have the ability that it's quite possible that it could happen. And what this dream was is the Lakers could lose this game tonight. We know right now, look, we know right now the team is riding high. We're on the longest winning streak that we've had in a few months, 5-game winning streak. Um, everybody is back. Everybody is available tonight. Even baby goat Jerry Dudley. So everybody's back. So there should be no excuses. So, but this has been a wild playing game. I mean, excuse me, this has been a wild season, a season which is kind of devastate the Lakers season, which is why they're in this situation where they actually have to play in to get into the playoffs. But the Lakers just had a lot of injury problems, along with other teams in the league. Just about every team had problems with injuries. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only teams that that really haven't been ravaged by injuries um, happen to be the two teams at the top of the standings in the Western Conference. Um, the Phoenix Suns have not had as many injury issues as like some of the other teams, and up until let's say what was that about a month ago when Spider Donovan Mitchell went out for the Jazz were had pretty damn good luck um, with injuries this season as well. So and so that is partly, but they're both two damn good teams, Phoenix and Utah. But that's partly the reason why um they happen to be in at the top of the West. Case in point, look at the team that went down in flames last night, the Washington Wizards. That team, man, whew, they had a horrible season, and it really started real crappy for the Wizards. Um, Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, they were decimated by injuries in C19 at the beginning of the season. So just been a weird season, man, with all these injuries, with this crazy ass schedule, and the C19 thing going around. Is um I understand why it happened. I understand why the NBA and the Players Association agreed to this type of schedule, but after seeing the amount of catastrophic injuries and the amount of games that have been missed due to injury by players, the NBA absolutely cannot have another season like this, jam packed with all these damn back to back games, and that was just ridiculous. That was ridiculous. In hindsight, I think some of the players they just would have took less money in order not to have to work, have to play all these damn games jammed in like they were, and it was just kind of ridiculous. But back to the thumbnail, back to the title. Like I said, guys, as a Laker fan, I'm definitely not predicting a loss tonight, but just by the way things have been going this season, I'm just going to say a loss tonight just is not out of the realm of possibilities. But what I will say is that the Lakers will definitely get into the playoffs, because let's say if they did happen to lose to Steph and the Golden State Warriors tonight, they will most definitely win a game versus either the Grizzlies or the San Antonio Spurs, and then we would have wasted all this time talking about this crap for nothing. Because at that point they would go into number 8 seed, and just had to beat the shit out of the Utah Jazz in the first round. That's all that is to it. But of course, when you get to a situation where the Lakers would be in a one game win or go home deal, that would not sit well. Well, let me tell you one thing. That damn sure would not sit well with Laker Nation. And I know LeBron, that ain't this not would not sit well with LeBron James or Anthony Davis. So Lakers, don't put yourself in that type of situation tonight. Let's just go ahead and take care of business. Let's go ahead and take care of business tonight, and then we can get really officially get it popping. I guess the playoffs will start this weekend. Excuse me, guys. Give me some little afternoon coffee. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Alejandro, yeah, man, you know, look, everybody, everybody all season has been trying to chase Steph Curry down to prevent him shooting all those threes, and he still goes crazy. So it's just like, I don't know. You know, I'll take my chances. I have faith in Frank Vogel and the Lakers. I mean, that is their forte. This is what they had hang their hats on, defensively speaking. So I'm not really, I'm not really worried per se about Steph Curry going off and Steph Curry beating us. I mean, it's not. I don't foresee the Lakers holding Steph Curry to 15 points. You never know. If that happens, great. But what I'm saying is, I don't really care if Steph Curry goes off for 30 or 35. I don't care, because I'll take the W any way we can get it. You know, that is not going to bother me, Steph Curry going off for 30, 35. But if the fool gets 60 and they win, that's a problem right there. That's a problem. So you're right. The Lakers got to we got to have a good game plan for Steph, run him off that 3 point line. But I mean, Steph Curry is Steph Curry, man. So they just need to. Their best bet is just do the best they can do and not forget about everybody else. That's the Lakers' best bet. It always never seems to fail. That when sometimes the Lakers have big games, they'll keep the superstars in check, but some fucking nobody has a career night. Yeah, that's happened to the Lakers on several occasions. So that's something we gotta look out for. Um, so like I said, guys, I'm still predicting a Laker victory pretty comfortably tonight, and there's no disrespect to the Golden State Warriors because the Warriors still may very well make the playoffs because even if the Warriors were to lose to the Lakers tonight, like I said, they still will have a chance to grab the number 8 seed. So I mean, all wouldn't be lost for the Golden State Warriors, but you know, this is the first time the Lakers have been put in this situation. Certainly, the first time that LeBron James has been put in this kind of situation. And you guys heard his comments earlier today or his post saying the time is now and that he's ready for this situation. I got mixed feelings about that. I'm not exactly excuse me. I'm not under the opinion that LeBron James is 100% healthy, but that's a topic for another video. But at this point, we just gonna have to. The Lakers gonna have to ride with what they have, ride LeBron James, whether it's 80%, 85%, and that's what we have. So LeBron's not going to be fully healed from this ankle injury until the offseason, so we can just forget about that as far as this playoffs is concerned. Um, so I guess you can kind of say the playoffs start for the Lakers tonight. Although this is not officially a playoff game, but it will be certainly a game with playoff implications. And I think the Lakers will be ready, man. The Lakers will be ready. Um, at the end of the day, I think we still have 9, maybe 10 players from the championship team from last year, and that does include Giannis's little brother and Devontae Kaycock. So really, it's only about 7 or 8 players from the championship team that's still there. Okay, let's see if we can name them: Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, Markieff Morris, KCP, Alex Caruso, and damn, I think it's one more. That's I think 7. So I try to think one more player who was actually on the championship team last year. Um, I can't think of it right now, but I think everybody else, this would be their first year with the Lakers. So, but that's still 7 or 8 players, man. That's still enough to say that the core of the championship team is still there. And when it comes down to it, man, uh, I think they'll bring the championship intensity tonight to this game against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. You know, hey, I'm gonna just give my quick opinion on this, and I'm gonna get on, guys. Look, Steph Curry. Do you guys think Steph Curry is an all-time great player? Do you think Steph Curry is an all-time great point guard, or do you think he's you know, a revolutionary player? Um, Look, guys, to me, Steph Curry is a great player. Great 3 point shooter, great shooter. Is he the best shooter in games history? I don't know. That's debatable. He's up there for sure, for damn sure. Top 3 for damn sure. Top 3. But is he the best shooter of all time? I don't know. And to me, I've heard people say that Steph Curry changed the game. A lot of people wanted to be like him. But it wasn't like, okay, for example, if you want to compare him to Kobe, they don't want to be like Steph. And Steph didn't change the game because, okay, you could say it is because of his play, because he started playing a little bit different, shooting all these threes, playing from the perimeter, and taking all these threes and long distance, extra long distance threes. But I think why that took over and why it became such a phenomenon is because Steph Curry, for the most part, he looks like, he still looks like a regular person because he's not very big. You know, you average, really below average size for an NBA player. I don't think Steph is above 6'4". And I think more people kind of identify with him because he looked more like them, and then all he was doing was shooting. And everybody can shoot. I mean, they can physically shoot. This is what I mean. And and usually, the more you practice doing that, the better you're gonna get. Where versus like somebody like Kobe Bryant, you know, Kobe had many different facets of the game, including defense. And you see, when things get to me, this is my opinion. When we get in crunch time with a game with Steph Curry, we know what he's going to do. This is one thing he's going to do: shoot a three. Either a pull up three. You know, Steph is deadly without the ball, one of the best in the league without the ball. He's got a great playmaker with Draymond, and Draymond can get him the ball anywhere that he wants it. Um, but to me, that's it. Like, for example, like we saw in that clinching game, I believe it was 2010 NBA Finals, Lakers versus Boston Celtics. And that was one, actually turned out to be, offensively speaking, one of the worst games ever, at least one of the worst shooting games ever for Kobe Bryant. Kobe couldn't throw a pea in the ocean that night, but he dominated the game in other facets. He's like, fuck it, if I can't make no shots, I'm gonna get every damn rebound. He grabbed all those rebounds. And he reverted back to his old days and he started playing some great defense. So you're not gonna see that. Steph Curry can't do that. Okay, guys. So, I believe Steph player is a good, definitely a Hall of Fame player, man, but does he belong on anybody's top 10 list of all time? I, I don't think so. I'm sorry, guys. I just really don't think so. But anyway, that's just my opinion. We got the game coming up in about another hour and a half, guys. I'm gonna cut this live stream short. I just want to come on and holler, give you guys my opinion, and we'll probably, if I can, the internet is iffy where I'm at right now. So, but if I can, I will come back live tonight. Win or lose, and and talk about what the next move will be for the LA Lakers, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. Anyway, guys, do me a favor. If you listen to this, don't matter if it's today, tomorrow, next year, do me a favor. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I really appreciate it. Lakers got this. And we'll see how it goes tonight, guys. Somebody go ahead and hit that outro. I'm out of here.